Guys, what's up? It's your boy Chuckles back at it again. Another review for you. Today we'll be taking a look at the G&G Firehawk. Woo boy! So the Firehawk isn't new to the market. It's been around for a really long time. But we feel it's still a really popular piece, so we want to do a product spotlight, show you what the Firehawk is all about. So why would you want the Firehawk? Well, the combat machines are already tried and true, really high quality, durable, great competition entry-level gun. But not all of them are the most ideal for CQB. And so that's why they made the Firehawk, because everybody has M4 mags, but they want something that's going to be really compact. This was before they had ARP9s and QRFs and all that fancy magical stuff. So you just had a really nice short-barreled M4 with a great trigger response, very low profile. So that's why you have the G&G Firehawk. Up front, you have an amplifier, also combined as the orange tip. The rest of it's black. Very cool. Looks really good. Solid. Definitely has some amplification on the sound when you pull the trigger. Nice little pop. Definitely going to scare the crap out of some kid coming around a corner. It is removable. 14 mil counterclockwise. You have to get to it, but there are worse things you have to do. You have about a 4-inch rail here. Again, not really a lot, but you can put a grip, or you can put a hand stop, or whatever you want. You can still put lights, lasers, anything you want. You do have the top rail, any optic you want, sniper, scope, whatever. Like, you could fit anything on this. You do have flip up front and rear sights. The rear sight is adjustable for windage and elevation, and it comes with 2 peephole. The rail is nylon fiber. It's not metal. There's nothing too much metal on this gun, but that's what keeps the cost down and makes it really solid for a lot of the G&G rifles. The receiver as well is a nylon fiber. This isn't like the plastic of days past. The G&G receivers are some of the most solid receivers out on the market for what they are. Really great. They feel nice. They're solid. They're not going to go anywhere. You have the charging handle, pretty standard for an M4. Pulls a bolt back. Bolt release doesn't function, but clips up, dust cover out of the way. You have the magazine release, pretty standard, right side of the gun, just a standard M4. The one thing I wish that they did is they sold more of these separately. The G&G 300 round high cap magazines. They've got this nice textured rubber grip on the lower portion of the magazine. High capacity, 300 rounds, so you wind it as you go. But they're just really solid and they feel nice. And when you get that with a little bit of a nicer gun, and it looks clean. And that's what's important. It feels good, looks good, and they feed really well. G&G skipped over the A2 style grip and went for something a lot more ergonomic, which really is nice, a lot more forgiving on your wrist angle. If you know anything about ergonomics or whatever, it's just more comfortable for your wrist to hold on to. So it's really great. It's still textured, so you still get a really good grip, especially with gloves on. The fire selector is only on the left side of the rifle. Safe, semi-auto. Pretty straight up, nothing too fancy about that. You have a 3-hole sling mount on the rear, 2 on the left side, 1 on the right side. So if you're righty or if you're a lefty, you can mount your sling there. Pretty cool. You have the buffer tube, which is just the standard G&G. The cool thing about the stock, it's similar to the regular SR series stocks, but this one's slim, so it doesn't have anything on the sides, so it really cuts down on the size profile. 6-position adjustable stock. You have the numbers. It also locks into place, so this thing's not going anywhere, similar to like the Magpul stocks. Really nice feature, because sometimes over time it might wear down or something, but the G&G one locks into place, so it's not going anywhere, which is really cool. Butt pad is rubberized, really solid, just a whole rubber pad. Really great, feels nice on your bare shoulder. You also have a battery compartment in the stock. There's a button over here. Press the button, flip it down. You can store CR123s, other batteries, Allen keys, stuff like that in there. Really cool feature. Really solid. I like it. Inside is the standard tried and true G&G combat machine gearbox. They're really great, really solid. Some of these will run for years. Dudes will run these as their backups all the time, no problem. They do recommend running a 7.4 or an 11.1 LiPo in the gun because the battery space is really limited. You're limited to the buffer tube. So to take it off, grab both these sides, Pull that off, and so you have your battery space. So you need to get a battery. Fortunately here, we have the combo package that come with a 7.4 LiPo and a LiPo charger. It'll fit right in. You'll get a great trigger response right out the gate. And 7.4s won't do as much wear and tear on your gun as would an 11.1 because there's no MOSFET or anything in here. It uses a standard M4 style hop-up, not the rotary style. Again, this is an older model, but still really popular, so people still run that. So taking this over to the Chrono Station, we got about 310 to 320 feet per second with a 0.25 gram BB, making it perfect for indoors, close quarters engagement. These guys are really solid. With the 11.1 LiPo, it gives this thing, the trigger response is really great. So indoors a lot when you don't have fully automatic. The next important thing is how fast can you shoot on semi-auto, and the Firehawk can keep up with whatever you're doing. And it's loud, like it's loud. You'll definitely know somebody's shooting a Firehawk on the field. The cool thing is about Airsoft is there's so many different ways, and in the real world too, there's so many different ways to make your M4 your M4. There's so many different M4s out there in just about every configuration you can think of. An M4 that's cool, comes with an amplifier, really short rail. Everybody has M4 mags, but not everybody wants to buy whatever they can get, you know? I don't even know if that didn't make sense. Let me say that again. Nobody wants to buy another gun, like an MP5 or something, buy all new mags, just so they can have a gun that's good for close quarters. You buy the Firehawk, it uses all the M4 mags you already have, straight up, out the gate, good to go, get on the field, go play. And that's really solid. That's what you need in an airsoft gun. For the price point, you're like at the sub 230 price point. For what you're paying for, you get a really solid rifle, does everything you need it to, nothing you don't. Really low profile. This guy's perfect for in here. If you're looking at getting a CQB gun that looks a little bit different, it's gonna scare the crap out of somebody, buy yourself a G&G Firehawk. Other than that, thank you all for watching so much. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us here on YouTube if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram, make sure you're paying attention to our website at extremeairsoftri.com for all our upcoming events. It's been your boy Chuckles, and we'll see you guys next time. You don't tell me how to live my life. I don't tell you how to live yours.